Welcome back, guys. It's quite ironic that you see the little bomb being planted on that A site there, because I think they actually did it better than Astralis. I think that's what they did there. It took them 11 goddamn rounds to figure out how to do a set play on A site. My score was looking great. 16-7, I had that nailed down, but 16-11 was not a very good T side from either team there.
I think Astralis saw that we were getting back on schedule.
I know, right? Yeah.
And they really said, well, this can't happen. This can't happen. So
SK Fnatic has sat there going, so okay, guys, 13-2 first half, we're going to get to play. Okay, warm up, guys. What are they doing?
No, it was a pretty iffy T side, and Henry alluded to it as well, even before the game started, that Astralis have a bit of a shaky T side, so look out for that.
He kind of knew it was coming, yeah.
Yeah, but who would have imagined that after the first half, you would have thought to yourself that, well, even they can't screw this up. But they tried their damnedest.
They tried. And actually, it kind of pointed out how, I would say, well VP did on the CT side, because as they said, they relied on picks, and nobody was shown for those picks.
Yeah.
It was actually, ironically, I think the round they won, well, apart from the A-set play, was when they went ultra aggressive up over the top, and it was a beautiful little move, and it almost worked out so well with Snacks. Was it Snacks that piled over the top?
Yeah, Snacks was only just jumping out. Yeah. He's kind of the guy to do all the tricks in VP as well, so it's kind of fitting. And I think I might have spoken to Lauren about this yesterday. The fact that we don't really see that kind of a run boost happening all too often, and there we see it. Because normally you'd see people play a tiny bit more passive. It was kind of a nice timing with Astralis trying to do the boost themselves up into mid, and normally you'd see somebody playing more passively and holding that angle, and the second Snacks jumps, he's going to be just a shining light of beacon for any T-siders or any T players playing passively to just knock down from the boost there. But worked out for VP that time around. But
I mean, just to recap, it went round 9 7-1. Dupree finally lost out to VP in that round in a 1-on-1. And on the second side, it was round 9 where it went down to a 1-on-1. And finally, Astralis picked up a round. What is going on with their T sides? I mean, why is it so bad? Ironically, we were talking about G2's great B play, and yet clearly they've not looked at it.
It's more, so I find it was more like an old school game between these two teams. Like when they used to kind of play an Overpass, you kind of expected like a 11-4 to then be met by like a 12-3 or like an 11-4 and it goes to overtime. It just felt like one of those games, but at the same time, I felt that Astralis' T side wasn't because Virtus Pro was really good on CT. It was just because it just wasn't good. Like there was no tactics, and it just
I think Na'Vi were watching that and thinking, God, we thought our cash was bad.
Yeah.
like we think it's okay, but SK Fnatic is going to be the next game. It's on Overpass and cash once again. What are we thinking this time around? Are we thinking very much Fnatic in full control? Or does SK have a bit of a chance? We got to wait for Magic Boy to turn up, deliver.
If SK is going to have a shot at this, it's going to be on Overpass. I said that for Virtus Pro as well, and that didn't come to fruition. But SK definitely a very good team on Overpass. The problem is they're playing Fnatic. Yeah. And they're playing a Fnatic that's in a pretty good shape as of right now as well.
And it's just had 30 minutes to warm up.
Yeah. So they're not coming in cold to the game either.
Yeah, well, we hope not.
Yeah.
We certainly hope not. Or Semler might actually blow a blood vessel or something like that if they come in cold.
Yeah, I think Fnatic is just going to give VP a masterclass on how to play Cash, because their T side on Cash is probably the best, I think, in the world.
Yeah.
And hopefully.
Second only to Envy's, I would say. Envy are fantastic.
Envy's are good. Yeah, so hopefully both the Astralis and VP watch the Fnatic game. Kind of takes tips on how
just
to
rub
play
their hands.
T-side.
We're definitely playing these boys on cash.
Yeah, because they will annihilate them.
All right. Well, apparently they are starting up the knife, so we're going to switch over to our talented commentators who are just trying to string out the cables for the headset. I think his in-ears have somehow got involved. I don't know how that worked out, but it's going to be Semler and Chess G.
Hello. You ready?
Sort of. Hold on.
Don't worry. We'll nail this one day. Right then. SK versus Fnatic. I think it's all pointing in one direction how it should go down. Obviously, it should be a 2-0. Clean cut. Like 16-6, 16-7.
In general, that's how it goes.
That's what it should be. But it's just it's
considering
online CS.
Fnatic are like right now playing some beautiful, absolutely gorgeous jaw-dropping CS. I think SK are going to be hard pressed. The one thing here, And Fnatic don't often make this mistake, but it's a case where Fnatic come into this match and they underestimate SK.
Sure.
And they take a little bit of time to get in there, to get their heads in the game, right? Because they could be coming into this thinking, you know, we're just going to wreck these guys. It's going to be easy. And if SK come out strong in this pistol round and just rip Fnatic's heads off, that might actually say, okay, hold on, like Fnatic now got to take a little bit of time to get their heads back in this game. It's not going to be as easy. So, I mean, maybe that's like SK's one hope, is that Fnatic let their guard down. But like I said, Fnatic don't often make that mistake.
So if SK can come out, hold out the trap, get something going on the pistol round, then we have something to talk about. We are underway. There's going to be Overpass. And SK starting on the CT side. And Pimp going towards Connector. That actually takes down Olofmeister. Dennis replying onto Magic Boy, though, straight away. And Modi going very aggressive towards Short as well. It's going to be coming in their backs as well. Coming in the hard luck, but going to be closing that door as he does spot a couple of players there. Friss on the other side of the map towards A. Does take down JW and managing to fall back as well. So man advantage going in favor of SK so far.
Yeah, and that's one tell here that Fnatic often struggle if they don't. I mean, it's not that they struggle per se, but if Olofmeister is dead and if they don't get the entry, then they can have a little bit of trouble. But they're going to go towards the one part of this map that is undefended right now, more or less, apart from Asilian, who's kind of dancing back here in CT on the B site. Fnatic have now got a chance to really get in here. The lurk is going to pay off, though.
God.
Modi, it wasn't as clean as it could have been, but he gets the job done regardless.
Yeah, that was a big kill for him. Had he missed that, could have been an absolute horror show. But he's going to make up for every crush shot onto Flasher there. And that should be the round pretty much timed up. Going to be Crims in a 3-on-1 with no real position to plant the bomb here. And he should be dealt with. Putting the boost from the CTs here. And he's just trying to work out whether he can find a couple of kills, boost his bankroll a little bit. If he can get the bomb down, that'd be fantastic. He's going to be going down as well. Fake plant, though. I'd prefer him just to go for the straight-up plant, but he's got other ideas. Does manage to take down Friss, but like I said, getting the plant in that situation, surely that's more beneficial than one kill.
Then going for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... sometimes you got to make the big calls, big plays, and Crims that time around felt like going for it.
With 20 HP?
Hey, Crims, one of the best players in the world. Anything is possible, bro. Anything. Wow, he is a team player as well. Olofmeister, he goes Tech 9 Kevlar, and then Crims actually drops him his scout. Oh,
So-
look.
David, did you see this at Barcelona? They did this a lot.
Yeah,
This is the new Boostmeister.
going for the jump. Unfortunately, that's not a common angle for the CTs to hold, so it's not really going to pay off this time around. A little bit frustrating. But, you know, Olofmeister, I don't think that he's going to go for boosts that are much more complicated than that. Especially on this map.
Controversial.
Just a touch.
Anyway, terrorists so far haven't really found too much from this. They have got one smoke to play with. You'd assume they'll be going in towards upper, but let's see what I can do here towards short. It's going to be Modi challenging first. Gets taken down by Olofmeister. Not even the scout required. It's the Tech 9 that rips his head off. And now there's no 5-on-4. Asilian on the bomb site, trying to react to this and take down Olofmeister. He's already gone down to 40 HP though, so he has to be careful.
That was actually a pretty nice prediction there by Olofmeister. Asilian, he's one step ahead, but that nade would have dunked Asilian if he stayed in that same position. So Olaf not catching the lucky break that time, but still just as lethal with the Tech 9. Opens up with the headshot, and Olofmeister getting the entry kill usually leads to Fnatic winning a round. So let's see, can SK Gaming, can they break the trend? That's what it has to come down to here. So far, accurate call as far as SK Gaming are concerned. They're wrapping everybody up onto this A site, ready to greet Fnatic. We're about to come bombarding in here. Flusha with the MP9 will pick up Magic Boy, but Freeze dropping fairly low. Nice spray from him, though. Picks up one kill and then lays Dennis down to 30 HP. But Flusha, where the hell is this guy coming from with this MP9? How is he so effective?
Every single time, it seems the force is working out for Fnatic once again. It's Olofmeister that opens up towards short. He takes down the aggressive player, and then the retake, they come in towards A, and it seems that the CT's just completely smothered. They actually had 3 players waiting for them on the side as well, but it's a really nice exchange from Fnatic, and they bounce back straight away. And it's going to be 1-1. Heartbreaking scenes for SK. We said they needed a strong start here to build some momentum up and dig their heels in nice and early, but they're going to be forced buying themselves. Friss, obviously, the AWP player, he will be more of a modest buy, just a 5-7 for him. And my JW, hungry for blood here in Connector, but it's be Crims that open things up here.
I mean, I can get behind Freeze prioritizing the AWP, so that's well done on his part.
Yeah, well, we said a lot of teams in the top level, we discussed it a lot, but with Navi as well. They don't seem to allow Guardian to ever have the AWP in the first gun round for some reason.
Well, let's get it straight. Guardian
Yep.
doesn't allow Guardian to have the AWP.
He doesn't want it.
He's always
That's
like,
a challenge.
if I can get a deagle, I can win the game. That's how he sees things. Asilian, though, is going to best Olofmeister, so that's not too shabby, but still a 2-man lead here for Fnatic, and they're going to just go ahead and press up onto that A side. Pimp with a bit of a flash in from CT is just looking to try and slow things down just a little bit, but it's not really going to be too effective, and Fnatic will get the bomb plant. So now it's a question of whether they actually survive this round with 4 players here, Fnatic.
Indeed. And obviously with the Scout and 5-7 body armor. That's pretty valuable for the CT to take the next round. They probably just want to hold some tight angles here. If they do have an AK run into them and they can pick that up, that'd be fantastic. And this could be a prime example of that on your screen right now. Grim's coming around. Did he have a knife in his hand?
No, he had that Mech 10.
Oh, it turns to the side, doesn't it? That's
The
what
gangster.
that's actually like a bug that was actually developed recently. I saw that on Reddit.
Speaking of bugs.
Yeah. Go on.
No. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
What's happened?
Does
I think I know what you're talking about.
that got a bit too expensive. That got a bit too expensive
Well,
for Fnatic, that is.
well, that'd be okay. You can see there's plenty of cash available. They got the bomb down again, and simple win. But Scout recovered for Asilian. Body armor on him. Got PT50 to CZ, and we'll see what they can do going into this round. There's going to be not too much aggression shown as of yet. It's going to be Asilian going towards long with the Scout, seeing if he can find his first pick. But it's actually more of a B stack coming in from the SC gaming side. And it's actually a very good read considering the lineup so far for Fnatic. They're going to be going straight in here. And Flush are going to be leading the charge with that CZ. Has spotted all the CT players here, but they're kind of committed at this stage.
Yeah, they have to get onto this site. And they will manage to do it, actually. Again, a 5v5 soon quickly turned into a 4v4. Magic Boy down to, or Madi rather, down to 4 HP. But it's still very close here between both of these teams. Fnatic somehow, just with the pistols, and Asilian's going to lay into him with the Scout. This is still a 3-on-3 retake scenario here, and it does come down to Crims getting a lot of work done. Luckily, he's a good guy to have in this kind of position. You can count on him. And so they decided to press forward. Madi, though, what a shot from him. He annihilates Crims, and now that's the AK down. They're pressing forward here. Need to find that headshot. That is what Flush is looking for. One of the very best CZ players in the world, but he's not quite able to connect. And instead, it's just going to be Olofmeister jumping in here, and he gets caught. He's not going to be able to make it.
It's going off anyway.
He's not going to be able to make it.
you build it up. There was a bit of hype there, but there it is. It's going to be a pretty simple procedure in the end for Fnatic.
Test.
It's okay. It's back now. It's okay.
No, never mind.
We're having a slight technical issue here. Semler's bringing it to the stream, of course. But okay. Well, it's back to me. It's the Henry G radio experience, and we're going to be
yeah. No. Okay. We're good. We're good. Now we're good.
Okay. Right.
Now we're good.
Everyone, calm down. It's all fine. JW and Olofmeister double AWP setup here. We can see SK have made it down to connector as well. They've actually got the AWP back onto Freeze, so we'll see what we can do here. Got an aggressive face there. He had to hit that shot. Dennis, after he missed, just a simple procedure to take him down, and that's going to be so detrimental going forward. Freeze had to hit that, and it's going to be JW who finds a shot through the smoke onto Magic Boy. And Pimp replying, though. He's making
Gets
something
caught.
of it.
JW got caught on the wall.
Yeah.
Just a little edge there, and that's what cost him his life. He could have made it out, but still, Fnatic have the advantage here in this round. Man advantage going up onto the A site, and guess what, Henry?
What?
Guess what?
I'm trying to guess. What is it?
There's nobody here.
Doesn't really work out too well for SK here. They've got one kit, 3 rifles, bomb just been planted. I think this is a full-on save coming in. He can't really justify much more in this situation. So it's Freeze who gets taken down at the beginning. It's a nice little boost coming in from Fnatic, but I feel like Freeze had ample opportunity to take him down. Just a little bit of a whiff shot there. He gets destroyed. And now the CT's with no real choice here but to save. Have a look at Fnatic's money. They're not in the best position here. They probably just want to be saving their rifles and making sure the AWP stays alive here. And they can probably almost assume it's going to be a crossfire setup towards the B-bomb site, so no real benefit of just running in there and dying.
They are going to send one guy out and hunt, it looks like. So that's Crims, and
okay.
Easy kill.
Just jumps to his certain death there.
Easy kill, easy life.
Yeah, indeed. Or lack thereof. As he
no, it doesn't get any easier than that, right?
Well, I'm saying...
Guy doesn't have anything to worry about anymore.
True. 4-1, but SK Gaming managing to keep 3 rifles here, so productive at least. A good decision, I feel like. That would have just been a waste of rifles going for that retake. And we have the double AWP set up. Coming in once again, JW and Olof. This could be making picks of days here. As SK are up against their ropes a little bit. Famous onto Freeze instead of the AWP this time. We'll see where they bring in the aggression. You can see a boost coming in towards short from SK. I'm struggling a little bit, but gotta get it done in the end. Smoked it off as well. And it's quite a passive hold here from Fnatic so far. Just waiting for any aggression to come in. I'm going to be swarming over towards middle as well. As you can see JW and Connector. Crims and Olofmeister towards the top of middle, just working out whether there's any CTs facing them at all. And here comes the play. They're going to be taking over bathrooms momentarily.
It doesn't appear to be the case, just some shots going through. I do like that SK are posturing a little bit in mid just to make sure that Fnatic aren't going to get in here for free. burn a little bit more time off this clock, but then Dennis decides to step in here towards that B site. Eats a little bit of nade damage, but that's not the end of the world, and he's going to be able to spot out Madi, and he completely misses the shot. Does be able to, I mean, he's not sure if he was able to count how many nades came through there, because he would have seen 2 go through.
Well, the problem is they are a man to the bad now, and they've got the bomb down in T-spawn, and it's going to be picked up by Olofmeister, and they're going to be making their way towards long A as well. So they have got control of middle, and there are 3 players towards B, so they've got the smokes to float with, or 2 smokes. They could do something with this, but they need to be finding this pick before they enter the site.
Find some kind of opening. Do they have an execute ready? Can they get some nades down? I mean, they have 2 smokes. Flusha, he's got 1 cocked and ready, and he's going to be chucking that out now.
Oh, and also the orb towards long as well. This is what I'm talking about. They need to find his pick first. That's a very nice one from SK. It's going to lock him out, and he's got no choice but to kind of run through that and back up his teammates here. They're making their way onto the site.
Oh, the timing, the angle, it doesn't work for Crims. Pimp is going to be able to keep his teammate alive, but not for long, and Flusha manages to take out Freeze. 3rd player on this site, however, is going to have a say, and he nearly manages to pick off Flusha and actually deny the bomb plant, but somehow Fnatic find a way onto this site. A man down, doesn't stop him, and they even fluff the nade. Flusha's going to catch out Pimp, and now with the man advantage, this is almost looking impossible here for SK.
I would agree. At this point, we've got 3 Fnatic players to find as well. Someone needs to find his kill. It has to be Modi. He's the one going a little bit more aggressive, and they know his position as well. Now he'll be dealt with, and now Asilian with an impossible task of finding 3 kills. Not going to happen. And Fnatic, although it looked like they were out of that round at some point after losing the first kill, they come back into it in pretty impeccable style and take over the A bomb site. Simple smokes go down and just make the frags happen. Olofmeister pushing through that smoke along, finds the pick, and it falls apart a little bit for SK, but the money's okay. They're going to have AWP back onto Frizz here. It's going to be more of a glass cannon style. Let's see where he decides to go. Struggled towards middle before. This time he'll be positioning himself towards long A. Looks like more of the same from Fnatic, more of a default setup. And they're currently at 5-1, so why not make the CTs work for this? They've only got 1 kit and a distinct lack of utility as well. Aggressive play from short as well.
Yeah, they're all over the place, actually, SK. They really want to try and take a fight. They got to get over that fear, it seems. Going for the repeat versus JW. That's a brave play from Asilian. And that is actually... Oh, that smoke actually completely missed. So, Fnatic showing that they are perhaps a little bit rusty on the T side, but then Olofmeister, he still knows how to pull the trigger. He's going to take out Madi.
No, there it is again. Now the CTs have to do some serious work here. We can see Asilian alone on the B bomb, so we'll be backed up now by Pimp as he rotates over, but the problem is middle's completely open. Look at the minimap right now. They've got no one on the A whatsoever, just committing towards long. And it's going to be Frisk just poised and hoping he gets someone to face it, but the problem is no one's coming there whatsoever. They need to work something out here. They're so committed. The bomb could actually go down for free at this point, as Fnatic slowly but surely make their way to the bomb site. Here comes the adaption, and Magic Boy does take that Olof, and Frisk starting to actually rotate back to A now.
Yeah, they're taking their time with this, and he's now going to have that angle. They line up, and he misses the shot on both. Pimp down to 2 HP. And while Fnatic once again have that man advantage, ready to hold off this A site, ready to hold off this retake if it were to come in, but it's not looking too likely here for SK Gaming. Looks like SK are going to want to be backing off here to hold on to their guns.
Yeah,
be a hard eco if they don't.
That's the thing. Frisk had to take at least 1 down there. He couldn't. That's for a top orb, but that's pretty easy procedure for him. Just at least get 1 and then get traded. If you go down with 0, that's the round over, I'm afraid. So it will be another simple round here. We're going to 6-1 in favour of Fnatic. Another full save coming in, and then money. Let's have a look at it. It's still, the rounds have been relatively close. They're not getting huge amounts of cash here. Last 2 players around before, 3, 0, 2. So they haven't been keeping like consistent players alive here. So they just want to be keeping the 4 rifles here, especially the double orb setup as well. Flash is still hunting a little bit there. Should be able to take down Pimp. See ya through the pallets there, and it's just going to be the orb save, but. Magic Boy doesn't look like he's going to be giving that to the designated order. He wants to have a go himself. He's got the body armor as well, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I think he should. Or you know, you could have somebody invest in the body armor right now.
Oh, they're forcing.
Or you can just go for the force. That works too.
All right. Big round, big plays, big dreams.
Yeah, you got to dream big. If you're SK going up against Fnatic, because, you know, it is highly unlikely that they get the win. Still, nice little Molotov there to stop Asilian from getting aggressive into sewers. That can open it up and allow for Fnatic to take control of this part of the map. And in the meantime, Magic Boy laying down that smoke to block off Restroom, and Dennis just doesn't care. He goes right through. So now he should have his mate there ready to back him. And there's a shot. They spot out Magic. Now they have a little bit of info to go off of here, Fnatic. And in the meantime, Connector is getting cleared out by Flusha and JW. Or rather, no, Flusha and Dennis. Oh, it is Flusha and JW. What am I saying?
Dennis has got full control right now. He's got the end of the bathrooms as well. The CT's in a very passive hold right now, relying on this AWP, which has been swapped over towards Frizz. So He's just currently holding long on a very defensive angle, but here we go. Olofmeister make his way towards B. Of course, he gets the opening frag. Asilian does do a little bit of damage, but unfortunately for him, he does get dropped pretty much straight away. And now the CT's rotating over towards B. They're not really sure what's going on with this. The only information they have so far is we've lost a man at B. That's all they have to work with. And Fnatic slowly making their way up towards middle. And it's going to come down to Fritz once again. Can he hold them off? He's currently watching long, where there's no presence whatsoever from the Swedish side.
Well, Olofmeister, oh, speak of an easy shot to miss. That could have been a freebie right there, picking off Pimp. That would have thrown everything into disarray here on the B site. Instead, it's just Olofmeister lurking around here, trying to draw attention to himself. Still 2 players up on the A site this time, and he misses the follow-up shot freeze. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to get it done, and Dennis with the double kill to open up the A site. Crims is going to find Madi, and Crims with the double kill taking out Pimp as well. Eventually planting that bomb if he wants, if he's feeling like, extra $300 could mean something to him. But they're also flush. They got such fat stacks. Empire State ain't got nothing on them.
Is that like a reference to a song or something?
No, actually, I don't even know what that is at this point, bro. I'm saying they've got such high stacks of money.
Oh,
right?
okay. Right. Okay. It kind of works.
Such fat.
It's a stretch, but it works.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Force buy from SK didn't really work out, so more of a partial buy this time. Pimp will be going with the scout. Just getting a little bit desperate now. You can see their money. It definitely was a partial buy. They still have a decent buy going into the next round. Obviously, a maximum loss bonus going into this next round, but let's see what they can do with the upgraded pistols. It's going to be a very fast, long approach coming in for Fnatic now. Perfect answer to a very partial buy. Keep it nice and long range. Use the rifles here. You can see one player holding for the flanks. And that would actually be JW, I think, as well. Yeah, he's just patrolling the map, and the rotation is now coming from the CT's Pimp. I'm not really sure what you're planning to do with that scout, but you're going to get absolutely wrecked as you come back onto the site. And now then, the bomb will be planted, and that's another round going in favour of Fnatic here. Friss trying to do something, but unfortunately, he doesn't really have the manpower to do it.
Cillian is able to catch out one, so at least they have that going for him. And JW's been stomping through connectors, so there might be a moment here for Magic Boy to actually get him off guard. Doesn't seem like JW's going to have any idea. Easy spray down there. So a free AWP picked up for SK Gaming. And now they can actually back off and hold on to the guns. It does look like Fnatic want to challenge. They actually have a little bit of a bank to work with this time around, so they can't afford to give up these guns and full buy in the next round. Could be worth it to get that AWP off Madi if they have the chance.
Well, they've done pretty well here to actually pick up the AWP and salvage an AK as well. It's actually turned out to be pretty fruitful for them, but it's going to be Fnatic taking the round, and I feel like they will be hunting a little bit more here, but the CT's just kind of huddling together like penguins, trying to make sure they salvage these weapons. It's going to be...
Wow, he does get Madi.
He had the AWP as well?
Yeah.
Ah, damn, so they got to force buy into this one. They did have decent cash, so they will be buying their own AWP, but that definitely would have helped proceedings. And Friss with a decent spawn now. At least he can try and go for this mid pick. He's been unsuccessful so far. I would say he's had little to no impact. Was he on 5 for 9? Not the worst half so far, but Magic Boy, one of the headline actors and one of the hottest young talents in the game right now. Currently on for 2 for 6. He's definitely having a little bit of a struggle here.
Yeah, that doesn't quite cut it. They really do need Magic to go toe-to-toe. And Magic has shown in the past that he can compete with the likes of Fnatic. It's just not happening right now. Freeze has got that angle on Dennis, though. Smoke is going to go in, however, and then Freeze just decides to change up the angle, checking to see if they're going to use that boost again. That's not a bad idea here from Freeze, but Fnatic, they just aren't really rinsing and repeating. Instead, they're just going to go ahead and charge in face first. And that's a little uncharacteristic for Crims. Dennis wasn't close enough to get the refrag there. So Fnatic, who are usually so good about challenging together and making sure that they're always in position to trade kills efficiently, that's one slip-up that SK really need them to make, actually, to have a chance at getting it back into this.
Well, the problem is, even when you get a pick on Fnatic, it's still not a done deal at any point. So
Olaf is still alive, right?
Yeah, this is the thing. And he's on the AWP. He's actually out towards long as well. Pimping towards the bathrooms, but in an offensive position from him. And it's looking like Olaf's going to be the distraction here, try and work a pick and push his CTs back a little bit, while the rest of his teammates will be potentially waiting to go in towards B here, and he's get to get the pick. Of course he does. Takes out Magic Boy, and this makes it once again question himself as to what the hell's going on.
Well, SK continue to try and... Well, they're obstinate at this point. They're staying with the 2-2 setup. They keep having to as well, because they keep playing a man down. So it's either going to be the gamble from them, or they try and go for this catch-all approach, which is, just split in half, 2 guys on one side, 2 guys on the other, and cross your fingers and hope that the crossfire that you have established in mid between Freeze and Pimp will be effective, or Madi will be able to hit the headshot here on Flusher, who's coming up short.
Well, it's going to come down to Madi here. 14 seconds remains. He needs to get at least one here just to slow them down a little bit. And he does manage to take down one. It's Dennis. The bomb is being planted there, and Flusher deals with him as well. It's going to be another 3-on-2 after getting the man advantage. SK stuck between a rock and a hard place here. They've got an AWP and upper, and the rotation's coming in as well. It's looking like they may be just saving. Pimp's like really far away from this one, but Just looking for the pick here. It's going to be JW takes down Friss and Pimp left just to save the AWP now. So promising to begin with, but eventually falls down.
Eventually, even one slip up doesn't mean that Fnatic lose the round, right? It's just like they're way too good, way too efficient at just moving on to sites.
They just know how
together.
to answer back straight away, right? As soon as they lose that first pick, Olaf's just like, you know what, guys, I'll just go kill one on the side. Then you guys go B. No problem at all. Exactly what happens. And he's so reliable in those situations. Finds the kill and finishes off as well. Takes down Pimp. Won't be saving an AWP this time, but the money is rolling pretty high now for SK. Actually, Ascidian's on 8k, so he can buy for days here, dropping a couple of famises for teammates. Double AWP now. Why not? Like, nothing else is working. Let's try and change things up a bit. We saw Navi rolling with this earlier. It was Guardian and Seized, and let's see whether SK can replicate this success we saw from them and potentially find their second round here. So a change of mentality. Only have one kit. And a little bit of lack of grenades here. Friss going aggressive, of course, towards middle. But nothing to spot this time.
Yeah, he hasn't had too much success. And this time it's going to be Crims to just walk in and tear Marty's head off.
It's just going bad for worse, these guys. Well, at least they have the AWP on towards B as Sicilian. We'll see what he can bring to the table now.
Oh, and he's going to try and just walk in here. This is a problem. No, he is. Is he going to get... It's a question of getting wise, I guess, or just getting brave. But he decides to hold the angle instead, and he gives himself a way out. If he really steps out there, it's going to be tough for him to make it back in one piece. But if he plays using the pillar, then he's opening himself up only to this monster angle. And with that shoulder peek coming in, easy shot. Now, however, he has to survive the next one, and Crims is just way too good.
This guy is just on point right now. As you say that, though, he does go down, but the replies are just all over the place, making sure every frag is answered back straight away. JW now seems like he's aware of the situation. That shot was incredible. Just rotating, gets the second as well, of course. And he's just showing you what kind of pedigree this guy has. That was absolutely insane. Those two shots, Emma.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's a BMX bike.
He is the BMX, you're right. No unicycle, yeah.
Oh, he's just, it's nothing but tricks. That is so sick. This
And
is a glimmer of the old JW, though. This is JW, who just has no fear, re-peek into anything, just take any fight with the AWP, makes it look easy.
I guess if you had to say who's the tandem bike, you could say Olaf and Crims.
Yes.
That works,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Tag team duo.
I'm down with that. But
Right.
sometimes you get the feeling, you get those novelty bikes where it's like 5 seats.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Fnatic.
Okay, this she's getting a little bit too far, but it's it's all good. Novelty bikes. Magic Boy's actually going to get the AWP off JW as well. He picked up the kill on 12 of myself. He got the third as well. That would have been absolutely sick, but unfortunately it does come down to a 3-on-3, and SK pretty far behind in terms of the equipment. So although Magic Boy did what he could, looked like they may be able to salvage a couple of those weapons as well. They've been left in the open. It's actually Molly does pick up the AWP, so this gets a little bit interesting. That jumping scout potential does take Dennis down to 30 HP as well, so something to work with here. If Molly can step up and find a kill, then we're in business.
Real question is whether they decide to wrap back around to Connector. Fnatic have to know that they haven't had any presence at all over on B side, so so there's Dennis. Watching Connector, making sure that they can't exactly push through here for free. SK are playing this so patiently as well, just waiting for the go. They're waiting for Pimp to say, okay, it's time to press, guys, it's time to push. Get in, and well, Pimp, he's going to spot it, and a wall bang shot onto Dennis. Sick play from Pimp. But is this enough? Is this enough to finally break the Fnatic streak? Flusha going to plant on Optimus again. Ascilian coming in from mid. He catches out Crims, and now it's all on Flusha. He used to be the master of clutch for Fnatic, but it's not going to happen this time. Ascilian just wipes him out. 2 kills for Ascilian, and finally a retake actually happening for SK.
Finally, and that's actually one of the rounds they had literally nothing to work with. The scouts and some CZs. It's Magic Boy. We called him out earlier for having a very quiet game, but he's very influential in this round. And one they desperately needed as well, it has to be said. 10 plays 2 now, and it was looking pretty desperate. But here's the shot from Pimp. I can't believe he hit that, but somehow through the wall takes down Dennis. He was 30 HP, so that works. And we're going to round number 13 now. So a decent buy coming in for SK. And I'd say they need the rest of these rounds to even stand a chance against Fnatic CT. Yeah. Even stand a chance.
To even stand a chance, exactly. Because Fnatic have also got a pretty baller CT side on Overpass. Alright. So we're not going to get our hopes up too much. It's not quite there yet.
It's getting there though. They can get 10-5, and Magic Boy seems to be coming to life as well. He takes down Crims, one of the danger men of this half so far. 5-4. They've been in this position before, and it seems like Fnatic are the ones capitalizing every time, but this time they don't have the positional control. They don't have Bathrooms area. They're actually pretty locked out by smokes right now. They're trying to work a pick. There's a boost towards short as well, so Modi potentially may be able to get something out of this.
They have no way of knowing that, though, so it's going to come down to how aware JW is. He's hoping to catch somebody getting greedy, trying to push on the edge of the smoke, it looks like.
Yeah.
And that boost, unfortunately, it is not going to pay off for Madi. He decides to change it up. And JW even checks for it, though. Look at that, man. JW so thorough. Had that boost stuck, Madi actually might have been in for a bit of a rude awakening there.
Well then, once again, we're looking for that pick towards B. It's going to be Olofmeister. He was so strong in it before, opening up the map, but a player behind barrels may get the better of him here. It just depends who's going to face, and this should be him dead now, surely. Yeah, he's going to be taking down my Modi. And a 5-on-3. The rest of his teammates are towards middle now. They have got the smokes to play with. Could try and go for a bomb plan here and try and work off the clutch situation, but time ticking away. 30 seconds remains.
But they actually have an execute going on to this site. Fascinating. Smoke's going down, going to be creating a bit of a wall. Molotov there to keep Freeze out of the action. And now they should be able to actually get a plant going here. Very nicely done from Fnatic. Bomb, however, I mean, there's still Magic Boy alive on long. This could ruin everything. Dennis not going to have any chance at all. Flusha will win the fight, and they trade effectively. Now it comes down to whether Asilian can get the job done. Can he live? Flusha just doing the best that he can to hold on. And now it's a question of whether they can actually get the man off of that defuse, because Freeze is on it. Freeze is defusing this bomb, and there wasn't anything the Fnatic could do to stop him.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't have the men to play with it. They get the bomb down. That's pretty much all they could have hoped for. They've got so much cash. There's no real reason to save. There's only 2 rounds remaining, right? Might as well try and see what you can do with this. We know these guys have got the potential to win a 3-on-5, but this time that backstab coming in from Magic Boy from long was just too much for them to hold. As soon as he found that kill, that was it. Freeze could go for the full defuse. It was a difficult plant situation. And we go into round number 14. We said SK need the rest of these rounds, and so far they're delivering. 10 plays free, 2 to go. And looking like a lot of aggression coming in from Magic Boy now. He's coming to life here. He's feeling more confident. Does spot towards middle, doesn't find anything yet, and they're going to be pushing through the fire as well on short.
And Asilian actually manages to make it into the corner there. What a headshot from Olaf, though. Removes Pimp from the map, looks to short as well. Nearly takes out Madi. Madi saved by the wood, but not for long. Dennis is there. And now the backstab coming in here from Asilian. He's going to turn around, get the spray onto Dennis, but it takes a bit too long, and he gets dropped down to 13 HP. So a 3-on-3 retake now here for SK Gaming. And not for long. They're trying to hunt down Asilian. They do not want to let him get out of here in one piece. And he will not. He's drawn and quartered.
Yeah, but the Glock of all things as well. And it's Freeze who does take down JW in response. So still a competitive round here for SK. Bombman's not to be planted yet. And Flusha, with so much time left, he's going to go and try and be a little bit sneaky here. He's going to try and get up behind them, make things interesting. And Chrome's just going to bide his time. So get the CTs questioning themselves. Work out what's going on. They're both pretty committed towards B right now, but this is it. What can Flusha make of this?
If he steps too much, though, they'll hear him from that position.
Did he just throw a Molotov?
He just threw a Molotov up onto the A
sight.
site. Oh, wow. He doesn't even have to commit.
That's so sick. He's actually just that's so smart. Like, he just goes, it's the loudest thing you can chuck on a bomb site. He just chucks that in, and that's it. They're gone. They're out of the bomb site completely. The bomb goes down.
No.
Wow.
Get juked, SK. Oh, they must be livid. Oh, insult to injury.
Just a simple play like that. He's just go, I've got a Molotov, I'm just going to throw this on A, be right back. And then does that, pulls the CTs away, game over, and that's it. CTs have no real footing in that round whatsoever. As soon as they had the glass smash, that's it. Game over, man.
That was so sick.
Well then, some very creative and intelligent play coming in there from Flusha. I have to say, it's something you don't see every day.
Can't help but shake your head, man. That is just, he's just so far ahead. That was really well done. And well, yeah, now SK, if they weren't feeling it before, they certainly are now. 3-11. SK trailing, and now, well, at least Freeze is deciding to get a little aggressive over here at long. They haven't really done that. Flash is going to come out, though, and Olofmeister just might have been saved by the lamppost, but at least Magic Boy is there to trade. So again, they set up that 2-man 1-2 combination over on long, but it still favors Fnatic, the outcome.
Well, they know where Magic Boy he is. They know exactly where he is now. JW is watching for the cross, and he can't really escape through long as well. So he's like horrible position. He should be dead momentarily. There it is. He goes down, and now the map is fully open. That's the problem with Magic Boy's position. He either needs to face and find a kill, or otherwise he's going to roll over like a dog and die. And that's unfortunately what happened from there. And it's going to be Pimp and Modi holding the A bomb site. Goes for the face. I thought that was landed, but unfortunately not. And we go into the 4-on-3, and it's Pimp that goes down to 20 HP as well.
Well, at least they have the man playing from the site itself. Madi had a few fluffed moments, but he's going to be able to pick up the first shot onto Crims. Gets in there, big spray onto Flusha as well. He's keeping it competitive at least, because Pimp now is able to pick off Dennis, and this is all coming down to JW. Flashes himself, much more effective flash for himself, unfortunately. Misses the shot, feeling the pressure, but he has no idea that Pimp is wrapping around to the left, and this should be it. It should be done. He will get caught in the crossfire eventually.
So SK managed to hold on. 11-4 on the CT half. Oof. Against Fnatic. Against anyone else, I'd say there's signs of life here, but against Fnatic, this one's done, I'm afraid. But who knows, they get the pistol, they get really rolling this time, and it seems like Magic Boy is coming to life. Maybe he can do some serious work on the T half. They need to be destroying the Fnatic economy. They need to be riding this. Every round counts. Can't afford to make any silly mistakes here. Every clutch needs to go in their favour. Let's see what kind of buy they bring to the table here. It's going to be SK with 3 sets of armor so far, make it 4, and a Cillian on that single smoke and flashbang play, so it suggests, once again, quite a simple approach coming in. And Fnatic, on the other hand, have 4 sets of armor, and this is one talking about. Crims gets that diffuse, getting HE. That's like their go-to pistol buy. And towards B, as I kind of presume, would be a smoke towards upper. Maybe just a complete rush here. As they're going towards Monster Tunnel, slowing it down a little bit, seeing if a smoke comes in and slows them down.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit late as well to get that HE in. Because once Crim spots them from Monster, they're already going to be in, through, and spread out. So, let's see. Unless he gets the timing absolutely perfectly.
That's decent damage.
But he gets dinked in the process, right? So now he's in a bit of a tight spot. Down to 12 HP. Olafmeister looking to try and connect with a shot. He's not going to manage it. Now they could go for like the Ultra Boost up. How sick would that be? Yep, Corel JW! He's there to wreck them! Quad kill!
You hate
Blink
to
of
see
an
it
eye.
happen. Not like this. The quad boost.
How does he get through?
Because they're all boosting. They haven't got anyone short. That's why. Like, it's just like, when you've got to, like, that's the kind of play you do when you're stuck, you're up against it, you've planted really early, and then you can surprise them. Don't do it when you have no idea where the CTs are. You need to have them watching the flanks. Oh, that's just messy. But they're trying it at this point. Why? Why? Look at the mess this is. Good lord. Just play this. You've got the bomb down. It's a 4-on-4. Just play crossfires. Just play the simple game. Why are you boosting up like that? What a mess. Oh well.
Points for creativity. Points for creativity.
Yeah, that's we're giving them. I'll give them.
It's not a masterpiece on the
I'll give
first
them.
try,
I'll give them a
Henry.
C-. See me after class. Like, come on.
Oh, well, you know. Never mind. Yeah. Shots everywhere, actually. And nobody seems to be able to get a kill. Fancy that. It's almost like watching you play matchmaking.
Don't even go there. Let's not. Let's not do that.
Olafmeister catches Magic. Pimp and Cillian. Pimp and Cillian will find a way down onto the B site.
It's going to be 13 plays 4. Maybe they'll get a plan out of this, but the CTs, like angry rabid dogs, will be coming in to finish one off. They have got an M4 to play with. Pimp on 1 HP. He's doing everything he can, the sneakiest position he can possibly find. It's going to be down to a Cillian to find his opening frag, and time is ticking away. You know, like, they've only got 1 kid as well, and Cillian does find the first frag. Pimp does go down, and they still have the kit, so you feel like he's just bowing out of the round here. He's going to be trying to save the M4 to the next.
Wise play.
I think that's wise.
You can at least have an impact with this M4 in the next round. Maybe have full nades, maybe drop an AWP for someone. It can be good. So we'll see how it plays out. But the fuse does go through, so Fnatic are going to be able to feel pretty good about themselves. Don't hurt the trees. Why would you do
trees? Yeah. Why do you feel about the chickens? Are you protecting them as well?
No. They're tasty.
Yeah? Okay, fair enough. Screw the vegetables. Just give us the meat.
Yes.
Anyway, what kind of buy do we have here for SK? Yeah, saving that M4 does boost things a little bit. They have got AKs across the board, decent utility as well. No orbs purchased Fnatic. They're going to be just trying to build up their bankroll a little bit here. Oh, Fnatic getting towards connector as well. And we'll have a look at what SK are doing here. JW's gone very aggressive towards mid as well. It's sat in that smoke for now. Going to get baited in by Flusher as well.
And while Fnatic right now, they're playing off the confidence, ultimate confidence, basically. This kind of setup from JW is usually suicide. Because if a smoke goes down, SK, they should realize that there could be somebody holding close here, and he should just get checked. Like, they should check this.
This is the time most players would fall back, but...
There shouldn't... Exactly. Now he starts to fall back. Because there shouldn't be a world in which JW stays in that position, and SK just fall forward and walk by him or anything like that. Although Magic might have been caught there.
Well, that's the thing. There was a nice gap in the smoke. I was just hoping to see some kneecaps walking past him. But let's see how SK can do this. Quite a timid approach from them so far, slowly dissecting this mid area. Looking towards connector, seeing if there's any presence there. Not going to find anyone just yet, but it's Olaf almost caught out of position. They're just trying to close the door. And And getting back up from Dennis as well, he gets the first shot on the Magic Boy. Nice headshot there. And now it's a 5 and 4. They can fall back to the bomb site to make the T's do the work. As time ticks away, 35 seconds remain. And they don't really have many options, so they have got a lot of utility. So I'd assume maybe a BXQ coming in, and that kill definitely helps. And it's going to be a 4-4 at this point.
Oh, certainly, especially the fact that Crims gets picked up by Pimp as well. Crims in a very open angle. So there's the flash, perfectly timed. Pimp not going to be able to quite dodge that HE, but it doesn't connect with Madi. So still a 3-on-4 retake scenario here. Dennis, can he stay alive? That's the real question. JW dunks a nade onto Madi, so in the end, it is going to work out the way here for SK. Freeze with the double kill, coming alive here. And JW just doesn't have enough HP to make this retake happen.
There it is. After losing that first frag, they find some footing into the B bomb site, and Freeze, it's all about him that round. Holding strong on the B bomb site after the post-plant situation. Reading it very well indeed. And they actually get their 5th round here, but Fnatic will save the AK. Have a look at their cash. It's not fantastic, you know. Like, the Flash is on 3100. JW is on 1800, saving the weapon. And they're only going to get 1400 going into this round. So it's actually a very weak situation for them as well. This is the chance now for SK to actually do something with this.
I agree. This is their moment, the time that they've been waiting for. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Fnatic go for a force, but maybe they just eat 1 round of eco, play off a JW with this AK, and see if he can hold it for the next round. If he can hold it for the next round, it'll be fantastic. He can drop it for Crims or Dennis, and then they can go from there. Although Dennis can use the Deeg if he wants.
Well, the AK in any hands of the Fnatic players is always a scary prospect, I have to say. You can see SK probably aware of the financial situation. It's holding back very passively indeed. And opening up the doors is trying to find something to work with here. Pimp, though, not giving anything away. You can see how these guys are just waiting for the CTs to run into their crosshairs, but so far it's a bit of a standoff.
Nobody holding outside of Monster either. And it will be the push eventually here from the CT side. And there you go. There's the peak. Trade frag not going to be effective. Pimp now can just play for time. And yeah, exactly. JW kind of has to give up on this angle. Now he has to worry about the flank coming in from mid. It gets nasty from here on out. Question is whether Pimp is going to allow him to make it back into sewer. And there's the bait. JW. So sick, JW. If he got that second kill. If he got that second kill, that could have been a game changer. Because he baits them in with the door. Yeah. He baits them in with the squeak door.
That's actually pretty intelligent. Had he got the double spray down, that could have been something to talk about, but he does drop, and there's just going to be 3 pistols remaining, and Dennis taking a grenade to the face. Goes down to 12 HP as well, and now it should be a simple procedure for SK. They can make their way to the B site. They've already got full control of it, and Crims and Flusher with not many options here. Deagle and 5-7 in hand, but we can see one player for SK. That's going to be Pimp waiting for that rotation. He gets it. And now Flusher doing some work. Does take down Modi, but surely that's going to be it here. No more twists and sounds, please.
That's a pretty beastly nade as well. Oh yeah, they're going so far as to just smoke him off. So what is it that Flusher can do now? He's really just hoping to be able to pick up 1 more kill to make sure that somebody's forcing in the next round and just can't get dropped for free. Not going to find it though. Magic Boy going to get redemption. And while SK, man, up to 6 rounds. Still quite a ways away from making this like a decisive kind of winning scenario for them. But
yeah.
There's a long way to go, but still, at least they're showing that they've got some fight in them here.
Yeah, they're not going down. And Pimp was actually very clever. They're not making sure he didn't drop his kill whatsoever. And this is where it got interesting, but they managed to take him down. Magic Boy, we caught him out at the beginning of the game. He's actually getting his way up the ranks now, hitting double figures. And we'll see what they can do this one. This is another simple round for them, surely. Just pistols and deagles to up against some BT-50s. That's about it. A flashbang on Overpass. Looking for the opening 1 Deegs here. This could get interesting. That flashbang was effective. Crims manages to find 1, but it's 3 frags in favour of SK.
Yeah, this should be the A side basically open for business here. I believe there is still 1 player alive, and that's JW with the Deagle holding the angle, but SK Gaming shouldn't have too much trouble if they move together as a unit. If they start splitting up a little bit, that's where I'm going to start getting a little annoyed with them. I just might have, a couple of harsh words.
Don't anger the Don.
To say. Might have to send Turtle over there. Oh, no,
Turtle's dead.
Chesties.
Yeah, Turtle died years ago.
Get things sorted out. Make sure that they understand. But it is going to be the rotation up here to the A site for Fnatic, and they've actually got a little bit of a stack going here. Now the question is, can they get the taps? And they only will get the 1. Asilian, he's the unlucky guy to take a bullet to the face, but apart from that, pretty solid work here from SK Gaming, all things considered.
Yeah, absolutely. See now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where Fnatic get on the AWPs themselves. They're going to have 4 rifles, they're going to have kits, they're going to have lots to play with here. And this is where it's interesting. Fnatic, famed for their aggressive CT play here on Overpass. They'll be making things happen. There's a double orb setup as well. JW with a decent spawn towards middle. And looking like he will be going in towards Connector as well. It's been Pimp that's been patrolling this area. And it's going to be 2 players this time. And there's a lovely shot into City and just hits his shoulder as well. Falling back, of course. Got back up from his teammates. Knows that area is clear. And it's just textbook play from Fnatic to open things up there.
Yeah, real thing of beauty. Pimp, he is hearing the jump over there, but he doesn't want to give away his position by putting a shot through. Still, they knew that there was a second man in Connector, and Fnatic intentionally give up sewers. So now it literally comes down to Fnatic just getting to sit and wait. They've done their job. They got that man advantage.
Yep.
They've rocked SK, and now it's up to SK. It's up to SK to come up with the big plays. But there's already an AWP ready and waiting.
Goodbye.
Easy shot.
Deleted. That was an interesting approach. Obviously, the contact play, expecting the rifle to be there and have the aim duel. When you've got an AWP waiting in that position, it's pretty much game over at that stage. You need to hit a fantastically fast shot. Unfortunately, Molly not able to deliver there. So a 5-on-3, and Fnatic once again just sit back and wait for the T to do something with this. But all 3 players committed towards Monster Tunnel so far.
Yeah, it is. I do like this, at least, that SK are going to be grouped up. But then, good peek there from Wolfmeister. Freeze effectively trades him. Could get the second one as well, but he misses the shot. And now life gets a little bit tricky here. Ooh. Unless JW decides to just continue to offer himself up. Well, rather, Dennis. Yeah, Freeze with 23 HP. Flusha holding the angle. And an easy kill for him. 14-7 now. And SK, they should have money enough. Yeah, for the buy, no problem here. They've got ample funds.
Yeah, they're absolutely fine here. But let's have a look at the last previous round. So they got 3 in a row. Now they're picking on that one. Their money's pretty sick. They got a pretty clean round in the last one. I think they dropped a frag, did they? They kept 3 players alive, so their money's getting okay. They got 3 orbs, similar. This is the new thing in CSGO, apparently.
3 off T side, 3 off CT side.
Why not? And it's going to be a fast B approach from SK Gaming, but JW is ready at the door as well. He's going to cause chaos here. Fires a little bit too quickly, perhaps, so now it's going to open up the B-bomb site. And Crimson's answer back, but SK, I'd say, in the driving seat in terms of positional control.
Yeah, this is actually pretty far from ideal. The rush is the perfect counter to actually this kind of 3-op shot play.
Yeah.
You miss those shots with the ops, you're not going to get this big spray down that has an impact. Instead, you actually give a chance for SK Gaming to get up onto the site. Ascillion is going to catch out Flusha. That's one of the rifles down. And it's going to be coming down to Crimson Dennis now, and, well, that's awkward. That's even more awkward.
It's awkwardness all over the B-bomb site right now. But you're right. When you have 3 orbs, if someone does a straight-up rush to you and you're not hitting those initial shots, JW, after opening that door, I saw his position. I thought, he's just going to wreck everyone here. But he just fired, like, went for the really insane quickscope and just shot no one.
And then he got the leg shot.
He legged someone, but it wasn't enough. Had he found a kill, that round was probably in Fnatic's favour. But fortunately for him, it's going to be the hard reset coming in for Fnatic now. But SK get another opportunity here to build some momentum.
Yeah, draw it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are into that sort of thing, right, Henry?
Okay.
I mean, isn't that why, like, 50 Shades of Grey and all that is, like, really popular?
I haven't read it. What's it like?
I haven't either, actually.
Yeah, sure, dude. Okay. Erotic, fiction. You and Anders can tell that stuff.
Not that. I mean, like, the masochists, you know, they like to draw it out a little bit. I don't know where I'm going with this, bro.
Oh. I like your strange analogies. We've had a few tonight. We've had bicycles, erotic fiction. What else have we had? You had some really obscure ones earlier. I've just erased from my memory, but we'll look back at the VODs.
Just so we can put together a compilation.
Yeah. Anyway, SK Gaming making pretty light work in this round. Olofmeister does stay down 1, and he's going to be the last player remaining as well. It's his free set drops, and Molly's on 4 HP, but that's around the bomb's actually still down towards long. It's not be planting just yet. Olof, I feel he's not long for this world, as he's just kind of hanging out on the CT steps here.
Just doing his thing, minding his own business. He's got 5 HP. He's just telling them, you know, I'm not a threat, guys.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. I don't have much HP. What am I going to do? Little lonesome, you know, skinny Swede with the beard. And there we go. Magic Void, he didn't like the beard. That was the wrong attack to take, Olaf. Wrong strategy.
Well then.
I think everybody can grow a beard on that team except for JW.
Can you grow a beard?
No. It's a horrendous excuse for a beard. It's pretty sad.
I
get a great 5 o'clock shadow, and then I'm unable to grow a beard.
I can't even do
that.
Life
is tragic.
I just stay clean shaven 24/7. Keep it clean.
Yeah. But feel kind of bad for JW, you know? Odd man out.
Well, actually, this is a really weird buy for Fnatic. They didn't really have much to get into this one. You can see 2 players on the CZ and the Mag 7. I say that, though. Like, what am I even saying? It's Fnatic. Like, they're probably like better with a CZ than most people are with a rifle, to be fair.
Flusha comes to mind. JW as well. Basically 2 of, Crims. whatever. All of them are just really, really good with the CZ. Might as well be a machine gun in their hands. I mean, to the point where like Flusha will actually just stick with the CZ instead of upgrading to a rifle sometimes, if he's feeling it.
JW has got the Mag 7 here. Another very specialist weapon he can perform amazing task with. SK so far making their way towards the B site. You can see they're trying to work a pick here. 3 players just looking towards Monster Tunnel, seeing if anyone will give them a face in. It's actually quite an aggressive approach here from JW towards Short. He does take down Pimp here, and don't know why you'd face out with the shotgun, but he's going in for it anyway. And now the execute onto B is coming in from SK.
That's going to slow things down now. Those SK players are not really going to want to challenge into sewers. Instead, they're going to wrap through Monster. 3 have made it up onto the A site. And it's going to come down to Asilian now. I mean, does he realize he just goes leaping through? JW having a bit of an impact, but we're still into a 1v2. Magic Boy, he's got that AK, and he's stuck in the pit. And the bomb is with him, luckily enough for him. Now it's all about just playing with fire here, Fnatic, and they're trying to tempt him. Now they can actually start falling back and set up the angle to win for them. Flusha doing some good damage. And now it's going to be Crims. And nice. What a shot! What a read! What a sick read from Magic! Crims was in CT.
Talk about Magic being one of these hot talents. Young Danish player.
Here I am thinking that Crims is pulling a fast one on Magic, changing up his position like that.
He's currently set on 21 frags. I think like after like 8 rounds in the first half, he was on like what, 2?
Yeah,
so
he was
saying like, oh, this guy needs to wake up,
something.
and he needs to step up massively. But that's what he's doing right now. And SK hit double figures now, and Fnatic are on eco. We said they can still do this. There's some signs of life here. They need to have a good start, build some momentum up, and so far they're holding on for dear life here.
Story of their lives at this point. This is really impressive play coming in from SK. Fnatic just not able to lock things down. So now it gets fun. Because SK are also they're having a very effective time with the anti-ecos, you know, at the beginning, holding passively, not really spreading out too much. The only guy who's on his own is Madi, but he's in a bit of a, you know, he's surrounded by choke points, so it's easily defensible. Can't really get rushed down too effectively by people with pistols. Instead, it's going to be action over here on Long, and Dennis will find one. Dennis trying to set it up, and there's Flusha peeking behind him. Big damage being dealt to Asilian, and Flusha overreaches. Pimp is there to save his teammate, but we're still into a 3-on-3, and Asilian is so very low.
Look at Crimzo. He's making his way all the way into T-spawn. He's actually going to potentially be a massive threat here. Unfortunately for him, Modi does take him down, and it's going to bring the man advantage back in SK's favour. Olaf and JW just with Deagles now. Dennis and Flusha did what they could at Long. They brought it into a winnable situation, but still heavily favours SK.
It comes down to the angle, basically, that element of surprise. JW might hear them stomping past on Long. He just might be close enough. Yep, he's got the Deagle as well. So if he comes out, if he hits that timing correctly behind them, this could be a nightmare for SK. With the Deagle, he can do the damage. And if he drops that bomb, no. If he drops the bomb, if he drops Asilian is not going to be the first man that he spots, but still, he does enough damage, draws attention to himself, and that sets it up. 10 seconds left, and they have to go for the YOLO plant. They're going to be planting for Bank, but the smokes are down, and now can they actually get the element of surprise going for him here? Asilian walks right into the one. Olafmeister's there with the dig. He's going to get caught in the back by Madi, but where in the hell is JW?
Yeah, not really sure what happened there, but he's out of the round now. That kill from Olafmeister set them up, and JW being with him, they could have done something with that. He's not going to salvage a weapon just yet either. That's going in for the kills. He knows there's potentially low HP players here. It's going to be Pimp on 10. And the Molotov goes in the bomb. That pretty much secures the round. But can he find a weapon here and take a couple more players down with him? He can't. And SK Gaming, they bring in their 11th round as well. So after going down 11-4 in the first half, they're battling back here. It's currently 7-3 here. Still a lot of work to do. But slowly but surely, they are chipping away at the Fnatic mountain.
Pretty soon that mountain. Well, all mountains wind up being pebbles in the end, right?
Yes. That's perfect.
There we go. So, seems like pretty standard fare here from Fnatic, at least in this key round. JW has got his op once again. Crim's getting flashed, and wow, look at this. The bravery from SK. They just go for the straight-up play onto the B site. Mad rush. Dennis is shredding him, and then Crims comes in with a big spray onto Magic Boy. So the threat is gone. Dennis with a triple. And SK Gaming, they really just wanted to try and pull a fast one on Fnatic. Just go charging in there and take control of the site. But it doesn't play out at all. A perfect, flawless hold for Fnatic.
Well, they've been playing a very passive game, working picks so far, doing executions and stuff, and getting into that B-bomb side. They have checked a couple of rushes into there here and then it has worked out on the lesser buys. When Fnatic are fully equipped, and it worked out so perfectly before when they had that triple orb setup, you remember. So they did the full-on rush, and I thought, well, let's just try that again. And unfortunately, this time, everyone's ready, and there's complete mow down there in Monster Tunnels, and Not really much to report for SK going into this round. 2 AKs, 3 Tech 9s, and aggressive play towards middle is going to be JW, who's got behind them all as well, but misses a shot there. Has he got the CZ to rectify this? He actually hasn't, but Flusher helping him out, takes down Asilian, and it's still a lot of confusion going towards here in middle, but they have got the bomb at least.
He just catches Pimp in the back. Not going to get the point-blank shot onto Freeze, though. He donates that AWP. So they have to be careful. Fnatic still have the man advantage, however, and Dennis is going to catch out Freeze. So that pretty much snuffs it as he powers forward to take out Magic Boy as well. It's down to Madi, the last man here. This is match point. And, well, Madi, he's going to be able to pick off Flush Up, but he won't win the duel versus Dennis. Dennis reigns supreme. All hail the king. 3 kills for him at the end there in the last round. Back-to-back triple kills, and one hell of a long ride there for SK.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of positives to take back away from that. Obviously, going down 11-4 wasn't fantastic, but they showed a lot of character and a lot of guts coming back in that second half. They actually had to work very hard for it. They actually broke down the money of Fnatic pretty tremendously, and they're reading the situation as well. Clutch is working effectively, and I never thought they were going to win it, but it was positive to at least for them to take some notes away from that and work out what did go wrong.
And they did actually show us some pretty solid play with like their anti-ecos, spreading out across the map, making sure that they stayed nice and tight. Well, I know I just said 2 different things there, but what I mean is spreading out basically out front of T-spawn, waiting nice and tight, making sure that they were waiting for any kind of aggressive push to come out from that CT side. Standard stuff, but a lot of teams make the mistake, and that's what costs them these eco round sort of situations. And I'm just like, these chairs are comfy, man.
I'm not a fan of the gaming chairs myself, but I like this is like a nice
like
chair.
A true ergonomic, like top tier chair costs way too much money.
Yeah, they're like $4,000 or something, right? Like an actual thing.
Like really, really expensive.
Well,
I was checking. I had like this French artist friend. He was like, "Hey man, gonna get this chair." I was like, "You make way too much money, bro. Like, this is where it's at, man. This is like the peak."
Are you sponsored by Max Novick now? Is that what you're doing?
I'm not.
Send him some free stuff, guys. He'll do this all day long. We need to go to a break.
Hold on, let me just call him. Hey guys, yeah, we are gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back for the last match of the night. It's gonna be SK versus Fnatic coming up next.